Marcus Jones, a deep-cover CIA operative, is chilling in his car, quietly watching a priest chatting with some kids playing basketball nearby. He waits, then grabs a heavy duffel bag and tails the priest from a distance all the way to a big cathedral. Once inside, Marcus walks up and offers to help out, saying he respects what the priest is doing in the community. The priest suggests Marcus might want to confess, sensing something's heavy on his soul. Marcus laughs it off, saying he's too far gone for forgiveness. But eventually, he gives in and starts talking. He tells the priest he's not just some regular guy. He's an undercover CIA agent with blood on his hands and zero faith left in anything. He starts telling his story. A few years earlier, Marcus had met with his CIA contact and mentor, Dietrich. After congratulating Marcus on a successful mission in New York, Dietrich briefs him on a new assignment. Dig up intel on a shady hedge fund called Red Veil. These guys have their hands deep in African oil, and policy changes were cutting into their profits. So, they've teamed up with a weapons dealer named Frank Smith to arm rebel groups and keep the chaos going. Once Marcus gathers enough dirt, his orders are to wipe out both Smith and Red Veil's head honcho, John Red Veil. Quietly, no ties to the CIA. Fast forward 6 months. Marcus is now Smith's right-hand man, working as his bodyguard. They're flying to meet Red Veil and grab a cool $100 million. Unbeknownst to them, CIA agents are tailing them on the ground, and Dietrich is hovering above in a chopper, waiting to move and once Smith has the money. Everything looks smooth until chaos hits. Out of nowhere, rogue CIA operatives take out Dietrich mid-flight, and a new agent named Xander hijacks the mission. Meanwhile, Smith starts sweating bullets and suddenly collapses. He's having a heart attack. Marcus yells at the driver to reroute to the hospital. The CIA crew panics, realizing their carefully planned op is falling apart. As they drive, agents catch up and start shooting, killing the driver. Marcus takes the wheel and returns fire, eventually shaking them off. They reach the hospital, and Smith gets rushed into the ER. Marcus stays in the waiting area, where he meets a calm, focused doctor named Brown. She assures him Smith will get the best care. Outside, the FBI shows up. Meanwhile, Xander and a female agent land on the roof. A few hospital guards notice Marcus's bullet-riddled car and alert the local cops, but Xander quickly makes a call to have the police back off. Inside, hospital security demands Marcus give up his weapon. While they talk, an eavesdropper learns where Smith is being treated. Marcus is diabetic and clearly not feeling great. Dr. Brown offers to have a nurse check him out. The nurse shows up and takes Marcus into a private room. Just moments later, an assassin from the CIA walks into the lobby. Security follows him but gets gunned down. In the exam room, the nurse starts flirting with Marcus, saying she's never dated a bodyguard before. Right then, the CIA hitman storms in and kills her. Marcus narrowly escapes, hides, and then takes the guy out in a quick, brutal fight. He starts heading towards Smith, but the elevator is too slow, so he bolts for the stairs. Gun in hand, he climbs alert and ready. He runs into another agent, and they exchange gunfire on the stairs before Marcus breaks away and ends up in a psych ward. He stumbles into a room full of mentally unstable patients, and a young girl points him to a vent as a way out. While he's climbing, another agent drops down on him. A wild scuffle breaks out, but Marcus wins, snapping the agent's neck. Back upstairs, Xander grows impatient after losing contact with his man and sends the female agent, Floria, to find Marcus. Xander himself storms into Smith's room and orders Dr. Brown to pump him full of adrenaline. She refuses, warning it could kill Smith. Xander threatens her, even shoots her assistant to prove he's serious. Meanwhile, Marcus bumps into Floria in the stairwell. They exchange fire behind cover. She calls out to him, trying to talk. She tells him Dietrich's gone and the mission has changed. Now, they're just grabbing the money and bouncing. She tries to get Marcus to join them, offering a piece of the action or a bullet. Marcus declines. He rushes her, dodging bullets behind a cabinet. She chases after him, preaching about how broken the system is and how this money could change their lives. As she's ranting, a janitor opens a door, letting Marcus slip away. They engage in a cat-and-mouse shootout across the hospital halls. At one point, Marcus is cornered, but he creates a distraction by blasting a fire extinguisher, giving him a second to take out another agent. He manages to get into an elevator, but is jumped by a big, heavy-set man. It's a tough fight. Marcus nearly gets overwhelmed, but manages to slam him down and snap his neck. Before he can catch his breath, Floria appears, gun aimed right at him, smiling. She forces him into Smith's treatment room. Xander's already there, smug and calm. He mocks Marcus and reveals Smith's true fate. Marcus was never just a bodyguard. He was the CIA's planted hitman, sent to kill him all along. Xander gives Marcus a smug look and casually admits he killed Dietrich just to hurt him where it stings. Knowing how close Marcus was to his mentor, he wanted it to be personal. Furious, Marcus swears he's going to make Xander pay for that. But before he can act, Floria knocks him out cold. Xander loses patience and tells Dr. Brown to get Smith into a wheelchair. He forces her to come along too. Smith's still unstable, and Xander needs her to keep him breathing. The agents roll out with Smith, and on the way out, Xander kills the last remaining nurse. He's about to finish Marcus too, but memories of their past, missions they survived together, times Marcus had his back, stop him. Back in the church, Marcus tells the priest he's not here for redemption. He believes people like him don't deserve saving. Still, he's curious. What became of Xander and the others? The scene shifts to Xander catching up with Floria, Smith, and Brown. They ride down the elevator, get through the hospital entrance, and load into a van. Xander then makes a call, spinning a lie to the authorities, claiming Marcus is armed, dangerous, and behind the hospital massacre. While they're on the road, Smith laughs in Xander's face, saying he's now a marked man. Red Veil won't take kindly to being crossed. Xander brushes off the threat. He wants Red Veil's money, not their approval. Marcus wakes up on the blood-stained hospital floor, the nurse dead next to him. He stumbles to his feet, gun in hand, and makes his way outside. There's an ambulance nearby. He doesn't think twice. He jumps in and speeds off. Meanwhile, Xander's crew arrives at Red Veil's high-rise office in Manhattan, dragging a barely conscious Smith with them. Marcus, now behind the wheel of the stolen ambulance, races through traffic, heading straight there too. Inside the office, Red Veil's assistant notices Smith's condition and raises a brow. Xander claims he's here to handle business on Smith's behalf. But when Red Veil shows up, he's instantly suspicious. Xander's pushy, and Red Veil doesn't like strangers forcing deals. He says today isn't the day. Xander tries to insist, but Red Veil shuts him down, saying he doesn't trust him. Things heat up. Guns are drawn on both sides. Xander demands Smith's share of the money. Red Veil turns to Smith, but the man stays quiet. Refusing again, Red Veil warns Xander not to push it. He promises if they cross him, he'll find their families. But Xander just smirks and reveals his trump card. His team has records of Red Veil's illegal activities. He even drops the bomb. They're CIA. Red Veil backs off for now, but Xander shoots one of the guards just to clean up loose ends. Red Veil tells his assistant to prepare the vault. She doesn't get far before Xander kills her too. They ride down the elevator. Red Veil tries to flip the situation. He offers the agents a place in his empire. They're not interested. Once they reach the vault floor, Xander wastes no time and executes the remaining guards. Inside, Red Veil opens the vault, showing them the $100 million stash. He asks Smith again if he's okay with this robbery. Smith scoffs, saying Xander won't make it out alive. But Xander laughs and mockingly bets $10,000 of Smith's own money that he will. That's when Marcus arrives. He gets to the vault and sees the bodies. One agent starts packing up the cash, but Marcus ambushes him, knocks him out, and hides the bag. Xander and Floria hear the noise. They arm up fast. Xander calls out, offering Marcus a deal, take the money and walk. Marcus refuses. Just then, Smith fakes another hard issue, and Marcus warns Xander he's running out of moves. Xander shrugs and grabs Dr. Brown, threatening her life unless Marcus gives up. Xander tosses Brown into the hall and starts counting. Marcus, out of options, throws down his gun near her feet. Xander tells her to kick it over, but she refuses. He's about to shoot her when Marcus springs into action and saves her. They retreat to the lobby and get security to call the cops. Upstairs, Xander starts hunting them, leaving Floria to guard Smith. Sensing opportunity, Smith tries to attack her but gets shot. Red Veil then attacks Floria but doesn't last long. She finishes him with a throwing knife. Xander comes back, frees her from the vault, and they grab some of the money. Trying to get out, Xander shoots a guard to access the elevators. Just before boarding, Marcus appears and kills Floria. He and Xander have a short gunfight before Xander slips into the elevator and heads to the roof. Meanwhile, the police surround the building, thinking Marcus is the shooter. Marcus races to the roof too, where Xander's waiting with his gun drawn. Another shootout breaks out as the chopper approaches. Marcus hides behind cover, trading shots, but eventually runs out of ammo. Xander slowly advances, offering him half the cash one last time. But Marcus surprises him, takes his gun, and they go hand to hand. It's brutal, punches fly, bones break. In the end, Marcus snaps both of Xander's arms, then his neck. Police sweep the building and find a trail of bodies. They reach the roof and discover Xander's corpse, but Marcus is nowhere in sight. Downstairs, the captain shows Brown a photo of Marcus, but she tells him the truth, that he saved her life. The last scene shows Marcus blending into a crowd outside, a duffel bag over his shoulder. He walks until he reaches the church again, where the priest finishes hearing his story. The priest says a prayer, and Marcus, almost unsure, joins in. He quietly whispers the Lord's Prayer. As he steps outside, Marcus leaves the money behind. He walks past some kids shooting hoops and stops for a second, just watching, appreciating the simplicity of it all.